Hey, I'm Bryan Fuller. You're here at Fuller Hot Rods, and I'm going to give you a few little tips on how to construct your own motorcycle seat for a little cafe racer. This is a 68 Norton. We're making aluminum tank, tail, fairing, and you can see we've got it all mocked up. And the first thing I like to do is start doing some patterning. And what I've done is added 1-inch ID heater hose, split it in half. And what that does is gives me spacing not only for powder coat, but also for eventually for the leather or vinyl or whatever that you're going to wrap over it. So, a few little notes on patterning. Get your part up here, start with the center line. Big reason on center line is then you can fold it in half. You can trim it out and make sure that you're symmetrical on both sides. And that gives you enough overlap. I've cheated a little bit on this because, frankly, I pulled this off the floor. You know, it was already 9 inches, I needed 10, it was pretty close. So, but it worked. So I've got it on here, I got it all lined up, I found center on both sides. At that point, it's time to transfer into a little bit of aluminum. This is 90 thou material. We've already obviously kind of formed most of it. But next thing you want to do, get a donut. Remember your Krispy Kreme? Now once you transfer your part, you see I've given myself a little bit of extra material. Where this bends over, you're going to want to kind of do a little bit of shrinking. Now if you don't have a stretcher shrinker, you can get them cheap at some of the lower end places, won't name any names. Or you're going to use a nice, this is actually a prototype jet model, so don't look, but this is a prototype jet model. Come on over, and you can see it's basically taking the metal, pushing it together, and shrinking it. But as you come over this edge, whoop, it's going to need a little bit of shrink. Now, if you don't have stretcher shrinker, you can do it manually. It actually won't go too bad. You're literally just going to beat it over and beat the shrink into place. Now, next thing I do is once I get it here, I've got it lined up in my center holes, is I go ahead and locate it. Now, I'm using a Cleco, which is basically a quick release rivet. You can also use a sheet metal screw or, you know, basically anything. I've located it in 4 places, get it held down well, and then I need a hammer. Get the old hammer drawer. I actually started with the big Bash unbeatable hammer and started just tapping it over. Now at some point you're going to want to switch over to more of a soft mallet, which of course I didn't get out. There it is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry about that. Bad prep. Hold my hand down to get some weight. And you can see that works itself in pretty easy. Now I put some extra bead rolls in with the bead roller downstairs. Honestly, just it kind of looks cool. It's nice, it gives you a little extra strength, but mainly it just looks cool while it's sitting in. So 90 thou is what I use, 3003H14 aluminum, and you know, with a little bit of material, a couple of hammers, and if you need to, you know, if you don't have big cutters like we have, you can just use snips. Cut it out yourself. So, more tips, full bore sheet metal. Check it out.